Ooh, that'd be good. Ooh, hot apple cider and apple cider donuts. What a combo.
An extension of their farm.
They're in hot water right now.
Is this on?
Yeah, they talk.
So, these fields here, that's got advantages. You'll see stuff, just green grass coming up. So, in the production protocols that all the plants have, we ask them to follow certified naturally grown standards, which are very close to organic standards. So, the green grass that you have growing here are cover crops. So, these fields have oats and rye and peas growing in them. They will both just go dormant during the winter and come back in the spring. There's actually 3 fields here. The first green one will stay looking like that, and then it's going to be 3 fields here. We're just starting a no-till, 3-year no-till project, so we're going to have no tillage in those fields at least for 3 years. If it goes well, then we're going to continue it. So that cover crop's going to get up to shoulder high. We have a machine that lays it flat down on the ground and kills it at the same time without disturbing the soil. And then we have a planter that plants the peppers, the squash, melons, tomatoes into that dead cover crop material. So that's a USDA funded project. The big open kind of bare dirt field right now, that's where we're just harvesting sweet potatoes out of. Our local site is big crop, about 5,000 pounds. So there's a here actually by the little greenhouse that's full of sweet potatoes, curing lots of. Yeah, I took a picture of my daughter who was 3 months old. He weighed more than her when she was born. Yeah, and then, so this is a global food project. So these plots right here are the ones that we'll talk about, like market plot style. So those I think are roughly like 150 by 30 or 35. This is a trial of no-till that we did this year. So that was a pepper field that hasn't had any tillage in it for the last 365 days. Global food is going to expand all the way down here, close to, I mean not all the way to the prairie, but pretty close. Yeah, so one of the first big things that we implemented as part of the master plan was this large prairie restored meadow mix. So it's very high in grass forbs. I'll let Chance, the expert, talk about here in a second. So, but this was all cropland in I think we planted that in 2017. So before that, it was in corn and soybean. But I'm going to turn it over to Channel Impact 7G to kind of talk about the management they've taken over here in the last year. Headwaters of Willow Creek.
Morning, everybody. I'm going to try not to get too close to the speaker and give everybody feedback. Yeah, the prairie's doing great out here. The County Conservation Board planted this, again, I think in 17 or 18. And this spring was the first time we had an opportunity to burn it. So that was a really exceptional moment, because when you get these prairies burning, and it really explodes the flora diversity, really explodes the habitat diversity. It's done great this year. It's gorgeous even right now. Great habitat out there for overwintering habitat, bird and the farmers might not like to hear it, but great for rodent habitat as well, and which is all good diversity. We've also done a lot of work on the cemetery, which you can see is kind of the open ride there. That was completely surrounded by a really overgrown fence line with a lot of weedy trees out there. Siberian elms, mulberries, that sort of thing. And so we've really done a lot of work opening that up this year. We've identified some really prairie areas where the cemetery kind of back towards the far end has not been disturbed for a long time. And then we identified some areas closer into the this side that were cropped back in the, I want to say the 60s. And so we're building out some of the plant diversity in that area, kind of expanding our remnant area and trying to take advantage of those plants that are there and really expand that out. We're putting in some oak trees in that cemetery area, working closely with folks at ASTIG and OSA to talk about sense of place and really thinking about how to continue to improve that area while keeping some of the heritage and sacredness of the space.
What are your plans for the actual cemetery where it used to be the weeds and grass and stuff? Are you going to try to restore that? Because it's probably never been tilled, has it not?
Yeah, kind of in the back end. We've got a lot of remnant species in there, and so we're managing some weeds that are in there, and really we're going to run fire through it a couple of seasons and see what comes back. There's a lot of junk in there too, so you just kind of got to run fire through it and have a little bit of a hands-off, but also give it a little bit of encouragement as part of kind of introducing a seeding mix on the kind of the weedier side where it's all smooth grown and where it was actually tilled. So yeah, we're going to see what's going to pop up in there. We've seen some really neat stuff in there, but in the spring, but then it gets clouded over by more aggressive weeds. And so run some fire through there, keep it mowed, give it a little bit of an advantage and see what pops up. And if not a whole lot comes back, maybe we'll do some better seeding and some more diversity. Try to bring that diversity up a little bit. Well, saw some cut plants, saw some bergamot. These are some of the more aggressive natives, if you will, but those tell me that there's other stuff in it.
Back over there.
We like that outward chant for our field. So these tall strips here of grass, those are not weeds. Those are purposely planted native forage bunch grasses. So those are called beetle banks. There's one there, and then there's another one there, and a far one over here. So Grove Johnson County planted those primarily as attract native ground beetles that eat potato beetles, cucumber beetles. So they don't fly, so you have to provide habitat next to your crop field. So that's what those strips are meant for.
Does it work?
They're
Too
out
early
there.
to tell?
So have
Yeah.
You brought
test the soil to see if that's working at 90%?
Test this.
Like, have you looked, I mean, like, at the beginning, when you first did it, you said that creating a habitat for beetles.
Yeah, we've seen
arrived?
them.
Have they moved
Yeah,
in?
we've seen them. I mean,
Okay.
they're already here. It's just meant to provide habitat close to them. These beetles typically probably would have been down by the cemetery, kind of on the edges of the farm, where it was never mowed, but not in the middle because we just mowed or tilled everything. So.
You did have a
Yeah, we've had partners with the University of Iowa biology professors. We've had a lot of trapping out here. We've had live traps. We've had cups that bugs fall in. They test every year, what species, genus, every beetle is and stuff.
We have a lot of partnerships that are out on the floor. The University of Iowa, the other engineering.
Yeah, so the Iowa Flood Center and Crack Just, they're in also the hiker science engineering program. So you can kind of see that orange flag here, kind of out on the edge of the brassica, kind of the kale and stuff here. So there's a white pipe, you can't literally see it because it's right at the ground, so we can drive over it. But those are groundwater wells, so we have a bunch of these pipe use some pipes. Because in 2017, we put there's a grant that the county got to put in drainage tiles underneath these fields. But it's a drainage system so that we're not draining every drop of water out of the soil. So there's actually gates that we can open and close to either shut off the tile system or allow the tile system to drain excess water. So a lot of university has been closed for almost 2 years now. And thankfully, this year, we're still irrigating a lot. But so the university is coming out here. A student named Sophie has been here every 2 weeks. She's coming to every one of those white PVC pipes, measuring the depth from the top of the pipe down to groundwater levels. And so we're able to see that when we open and close these gates, how fast that groundwater goes up and down, and also how fast it changes after a certain size rainfall events. So they're testing that in the waterways and the prairie. Champai doesn't like them to burn around them. White pieces of plastic where they're burning around you. But grass in these waterways, particularly farmers don't plant erode the soil. But they're wondering if we put a system to plug the water, hold it underneath the ground in those big tiles, can we use all those roots from that waterway, those grasses, to pull up nitrates that are being flushed out of the soils? It's just excess fertilizer. So they also have them in the waterways to test that. Craig always laughs like, you guys don't put enough bad stuff on the soil out here though for us to have enough nitrates to collect. There's a nitrate sensor where the tile line empties out under the top of willow trees. So we're testing that in season. So we're passing, this is Trial and Error Farm. They have 2 acres. They sell primarily, they have a CSA, they sell farmers market, they sell wholesale,